Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Public Coin, and today I wanted to talk to you about uh, grading coins, pricing coins, and CAC, all of our favorite subjects, and especially about a couple of coins that I have in stock that I was curious to know uh, how I should price them, how you would price them, and even how would you get to a price on these coins. And we'll show a close-up of them here in a little bit, but I have a 1927 2.5 Indian and an 1884 $1 gold piece, both a little bit older PCGS holders. The 2.5 is MS65, and the $1 gold piece is Mint State 66. And one of the things that I want to tell you about is, if you don't know, there's something called the Greysheet, which is a price guide that you can subscribe to. It's anywhere from a couple $100 a month. Pardon me, not a month. It's valuable. A couple $100 a year on up to several $100 a year, depending on what different things you want to get from them, because you can get it on currency and coins, and you can get it electronically and by paper. Anyway, this company, they put together price guides, and historically they were very important in the marketplace. And so today, with the technology we have, I would assume that they should be able to pull together all of the best information, not just from sales, but also from their sources within the industry. Because traditionally, the gray sheet was created by people who were within the industry, and they were able to talk to other dealers and know what the buy prices were on items. And I thought it was a pretty honest sheet. Dealers could use it very reliably. Well, now we've got this whole separation of CAC and state, where today, if you have a coin with a CAC label on it, which is a third-party grading source to a third-party grading source. And for those of you who are new, you're not going to follow any of what I just said, but for our regular listeners out there, you know what I'm talking about. So now in the gray sheet, they've started making different columns for these coins, and for coins that have a CAC or CAC on it, and for coins that don't have a CAC on it. So the interesting thing to me is that the spread is pretty broad on that. So the CAC coin for your 1927 2.5, the CAC coin bids at $1,900, and without the CAC, it bids at $1,250. That is a tremendous difference in price. So, of course, the question is, how do you support that number? How do you support those two numbers? Like, where are you getting your information from that a coin that has that little CAC sticker on it is really worth that much more than one without it? Well, the 1927 $2.5 gold piece in Mint State 65 PCGS graded, you can find lots of examples of them selling over the last 2 years, both from different auction houses. And then if you go to PCGS's website, they list a bunch of coins that have sold in their holders. So most of the coins have sold in the probably $1,200 to $1,400-$1,500 range. None of those had a CAC label on them. So I think that, just looking at that, it seems like that's probably about what the coin would go for at auction. One of the things you got to realize about auctions also, 1,500, 1,300, 1,600, 1,300, 1,200, 1,200, 1,300, all over the place, right? So this is just a general comment on coin values. You can't just look at a single coin and say that's the absolute value on it. There's kind of a range of what people are willing to pay for something. So that's one of the things to keep in mind when you talk about pricing coins. Now, this 1884 $1 gold piece in Mint State 66, the difference in price wasn't as great. The gray sheet bid price was $1,600 without the CAC sticker, and it was $2,000 with the CAC sticker on it. Now, what was interesting to me is there were no recent sales. I couldn't find anything in the last couple of years of one of these coins trading hands. So, that's from PCGS's sources. I had to go back to 2017 to find something where a coin sold for 1880 at auction at Heritage. So anyway, I'm really frustrated with the Greysheet and with CAC, the Greysheet splitting out pricing for CAC and not. To me, they are working with them, so to speak. I don't see the support for this. I know there's lots of you out there that watch these videos that like CAC and they recommend I use CAC. To me, it's still a gimmick, and I will tell you, I think that eventually I hope to have a nice round table discussion with some of our collectors and whatnot, where we can talk about this, I think, more honestly and why I don't think it's good for the community. But having said that, I've got these two coins here, and you know, not sure exactly the best way to price them. How would you price them if they were your coins? What price guide would you use? Keep in mind, if you own a coin shop, you really need to actually be able to sell the coins. So you can't just price things for the moon and say, well, that's what the sheet says. You actually have to deal with customers, and you actually have to do the right thing by the customers too. You can't just, you know, you, you can't be shall we say, a TV salesman. We'll put it that way. So anyway, leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the button up in the corner and also by watching some more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks so much.